I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago. I guess you can hear by my accent, my sweet Trini accent. I relocated to Canada about 3 years ago. I wanted to grow within project management in the telecom and media industry. I know it's more than just certifications that you need in order to land, a really good job and a job that you will love. And I believed that having a coach will help me get there. So I actually, January of this year, I told myself, you know what? I'm going to go find a coach, find one that I can really connect with so they can take me to the level that I want it to be. And I met you, I think it was New Year's Day, or it was the day after New Year's Day. I don't know, maybe you were listening to me when I was writing down my goals for the year, right? But on New Year's Day, you popped up on my LinkedIn. And I was like, let me see what this lady is about, And I think I messaged you or you had messaged me. And the day after, we had our virtual chat. And I just connected with you instantly. I'm like, this is the lady who should be my coach. I signed up like 2 days after. I didn't have to think much about it. Yeah.
So I know it's sometimes hard to believe, that we're going to be able to achieve, the goal that we're trying to get, especially when you're trying so hard and it's so difficult. How did I help you overcome that?
In terms of reaching those goals?
Yeah.
I think it was mainly, and I know you said it a lot in our sessions, that it's really about the mindset, and at times I've heard other people say that too, but to actually really believe it and really act on it, I think that's what happened during my experience with you. Because everybody said, oh, it's the mindset. But it really is the mindset. It really is the mindset. You have to believe it is the mindset. And I believe from, just interacting with you often, from having our group sessions or weekly group sessions, that really helped change my mindset in believing that I can get my dream job.
What was your favorite part of the process in all of this?
That's a really good question. My favorite part was actually the most challenging part too. I dreaded it too, but it really helped me throughout the rest of the process. So that was the self-assessment part, and the part where we had to go through our career history, right? Let's start with the self-assessment. The self-assessment, where we did those chunks of 10, going back to childhood. I took days to figure this out because I'm like, I don't really remember what I did the first 10 years of my life, right? And I guess that's why I felt a little skeptical about this. It's like, what does this have to do with me finding a job? It's just, what does this have to do with me finding my dream job, But it really was very important. It really was. It made you think deeper. It made me really go back into that childhood, teenager years and pulled out those areas that I have very unique skills in, and I think that is really important in determining where you want to take your career. And that ended up being my favorite part.
That's amazing. And I know when we initially talked, you mentioned that you tried different things, you were part of groups. How was the experience that you got with me different than what you have tried before?
What with you, what made it very different is that after the assessment, we then focused on what areas I'm really good at, where the type of roles I should look forward to. And so what was different was that we were more laser focused, right? Being in groups or other type of groups are important, But if you're not laser focused in terms of the type of groups you should join or activities you should take part in, then you're kind of spreading yourself thin. And I think it's important to be laser focused, and that's what you really helped me do. I mean, YouTube videos and all that, they're great, right? I mean, I've done that in the past too. But having someone one on one, they really know what you're going through. It's kind of almost a little more than a coach. Once you find that coach that you really connect with, like you, right? But once you really connect with that person, you could be vulnerable to them, and they can be vulnerable to you too. And you can't get that on YouTube. You definitely can't get that on YouTube. That is the main difference. That is the main difference, because then after the both of you open up, then you could then refocus on what that ideal job should be on, what type of networking strategies you should focus on. So it's more of a one-on-one career advice, and you can't get it on YouTube.
That's great. And what were the specific outcomes that you're now getting that will help you? And are you happy with the result that you got?
I think happy is an understatement at this point in time. I'm overjoyed. I really am. The outcomes, yes, exceeded what I thought I was capable of doing when I first started. It regained my confidence. I know at times, a couple of people might migrate to a different country. Sometimes, you have your doubts, and you know what you're worth, but because you're in a new environment, you sometimes feel a little unstable and you're not sure where to go. And you were able to bring that stability there, that confidence back, and that reassurance that, once you continue being focused on that ideal job and understand your uniqueness and what you have to offer, then yes, you can get that dream job. It is possible.
And would you say that you got your dream job?
Yes, I definitely did. That's why I'm overjoyed. I'm beyond happy, and I could not have done this without you. Um, just being able to be so effective in interviews and communicating with people, knowing the right way to communicate, how you have impacted organizations that I have worked at, to the interviewing team. Like that is very vital, very, very, very impactful. And I was just beyond overjoyed that I was able to do that. And if I'm able to do that with you, anyone who is with you can do that. I would recommend anyone who wants to find their dream job, anyone who is unsure what their dream job may be, and people who think that they should be applying to jobs all over the place, or applying to 100 jobs a day kind of thing, which I used to do in the past. Um, no, you need to focus. You need a coach to help guide you on what your sweet spot is, what your unique capabilities are, and then focus on the jobs and network with the right people to get that dream job.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Simone.
You're welcome, Nada.
It was so much fun working with you, and I'm totally gonna miss that.
Yes, I will miss that too.